It's all getting real now. We're getting ready for the Camino Del Norte, and our first trial pack is done. Came in at 8.5 kilos or 19 pounds. Not too bad, pretty happy about that. So the only thing it excludes is meds and vitamins that I might need. It does include things like poles, as you can see, which from time to time I will strap them to the pack, so it's very representative of what my dry weight is. So it excludes water, any little bits of food I might carry with me, which won't be much. Yeah, and some meds. Getting quite excited now. You're wondering what 19 pounds all adds up from? Well, this is all the gear that I'll be bringing on the Camino. Some of it obviously on my body and not on the bag, and I tried to put together the worst case weight. Still undecided on some electronics, cameras and things, because we're hoping to do some YouTube videos for our friends and family. So I bought an Osprey Kestrel 38 liter backpack. It's about 4 pounds. There are lighter ones out there, but I wanted one that carried weight well and distributed onto your body. I've got 2 jackets, one MEC puffer jacket and another I got from Decathlon, a fleece. You know, the trail will start out cold, and as we go on, it'll get warmer as we move in towards the summer, at which point I'll probably send the puffer on to Santiago de Compostela and pick it up there. There's also the Altus poncho. They're really quite excellent for backpacking. They have a cover that goes over your backpack and you, so your backpack isn't getting soaked. And yeah, it opens up in front, so you don't have to slide it over your head and your backpack all at once, which can be a hassle. I've got a water bladder that I use for water. Sometimes I'll carry an emergency bottle too in the side pocket, just because you can run out of water sometimes when you don't have any visibility to how much you've drank as you're going along. I've got some key items for the Camino, 2 credentials for gathering stamps, which you need in order to get your Compostela at the end of the walk. The clamshells are optional, as well as the crest that we're going to sew onto the backpack, but nice to show we're from Canada. I've got to carry ID, so passport as well with us. We'll have first aid kit, and there's a few other first aid items further along that we'll go over. I've got 2 readers and 1 pair of sunglasses. Expecting to break at least one of those readers. They're only $10 each, so they're kind of throwaway ones. Thankfully they're not prescription. I've got 2 head items, a buff and a hat. Depending on the weather conditions, I'll wear one or the other. I do bring a pair of sandals for the evening. Your feet really need to air out and dry. And I've also found sometimes during the day you just need a break from your walking shoes, so handy to have them. And then walkers that I use, trail runners. They've got good soles and some great tread underneath. And the key thing for me is that they're breathable and not waterproof, because unfortunately my feet swell with heat edema, and yeah, it's important to keep your feet as dry as possible. Obviously when it rains they get wet, but the beautiful thing about shoes that get wet, they dry faster than the waterproof ones, which can take a few days. I've been able to dry those overnight. Got walking 6 poles. They're pretty important. You can get repetitive strain injuries, and it just helps with lower body fatigue. Pretty important to have. A couple of stuff sacks for separating toiletries from clothing in your backpack. A sleeping bag, it's about 1 pound from MEC, specifically for the Camino actually, and a pillow, and a towel for your showers as soon as you get off the trail at the end of the day. As I said, I haven't figured out all the camera stuff I might bring in order to do some YouTube videos for friends and family, but we'll definitely have this at minimum. Some cables, a USB charger. And move into bathroom items with toothpaste stuff and Lush is the shampoo, and a bar of soap, some wipes if necessary, and then yeah, first aid items, some more tensors, ibuprofen, and headache meds, Halls because I have congestion issues, some Voltaren, bringing along sunscreen and lip balm, that is some sunscreen as well, comb, spork, just in case you find some food along the trail you want to eat while you're hiking. For the evenings while you're sleeping, got a headlamp and pajamas. Headlamp has a red light, which is handy for getting around in the dark. It doesn't wake people up as much, and it's easier on your eyes to adjust. Got 4 pair of underwear to bring along, over and above the ones I'll be wearing, obviously. Extra pair of pants and a t-shirt for the night that I'll have, that I keep separate from my day walking clothes, and 3 additional pairs of socks for walking in. I've got a long sleeve shirt to use as a mid-layer if necessary for if it gets quite cold, and 2 extra walking shirts. So yeah, that is the overview of pretty much all the gear I will be bringing, other than maybe a few cameras and some meds and vitamins that I might bring along as well. So that's what we're going to carry for the 45 odd days that we'll be on trail. So you might ask, what am I carrying too much of? Well, people would potentially go without pajamas, just wear whatever clothes they have in the evening, give up on a pillow, use a stuffed sack and put a jacket in it instead. Probably don't need as many shirts. Could lose a shirt. Probably could get by without a puffer. Could cut down on your underwear, but I've already cut down because I'm not bringing a swimsuit if I'm swimming. I'm swimming in my underwear. I know that might be too much information for some. And I'm bringing some extra stuff that probably specific to me, some of it, and some of it's just extra as well, that others probably wouldn't bring. Don't need a spare reader, just go buy them if you need them. Some of the symbols on the backpack that some people do or don't wear, and just find another credential on the trail. So how much extra does that all add up to? That's probably, I did the math, it's about 1.1 kilograms, maybe 2.5 pounds of extra stuff. So I could be down to in the order of 16.5 pounds if I really wanted to on my back. Could have bought a lighter backpack too. Got down another pound there, so maybe 3.5 pounds lighter. So it can be done lighter, definitely. And even if you're in the heat of the summer, you wouldn't even bring some warm weather clothing. But that would be probably discretionary items that I'm bringing over and above what's strictly needed.